touch grass. Alright, I'm ready whenever.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Dark Rooms podcast.
What's up?
Yo.
I love the awkward silence. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 18 of season 2, I believe.
Is it 18?
43.
1843, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season 2, 43.
Season 2, episode 18. Can you guys just think, like, in just a couple of weeks, we'll be done with season 2?
It's wild.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't even know when things are happening. I just join and you guys tell me to.
Oh,
It'll
boy.
be a
all
weird
right.
timing, because it'll be a bit of a weird timing, because we probably won't be able to get Laddie's game fully finished.
Yeah.
Yeah. When does Lolly's game come out?
I'll look that up.
June 6th, 18th.
Are you good?
July?
June 19th.
This game is July 19th.
No, it's a week. It's a week before the Missing Children's Incident month. After
June 19th.
Before, after. Holy crap. Make up
July
your mind.
26th minus 7.
You
July
know,
19th.
June 19th. You hear that, guys? It comes out tomorrow.
I wish.
It's
July
an
19th.
exact month of tomorrow. That's when Lally's game is.
Yep. That's cool.
Which is not bad, actually.
Yeah.
That's sooner than I thought it would be.
Let's see here. So, 18, 19, 20. 18,
Yeah.
19, 20, 21.
So we could cover it in
22,
time.
23,
Or we could just
24,
have like
25.
a 30 episode series.
25 would be... So, if we didn't miss a thing, the final episode of the season would go up on the 6th, which is my last day of camp.
Nice.
Wow.
But yeah, anyway.
Alright. Let's
So-
get into our topic.
Yeah, so we're going back to the timeline. Oh boy!
For the third time out of 8.
Third. Oh boy. So last we left off, we got from the bite of 83 to the bite of 87.
It's
Right?
a pretty good chunk of... That's like one of the hardest chunks of the timeline there is.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. And we could get through the rest of the timeline today.
You think?
That's not going to happen. We could. Maybe.
Yeah.
Potentially. There's still a lot of events, but they're not as difficult to get through as Underscore said. Underscore,
What?
have things changed since last episode?
On timeline scale?
No, on
In
like your
terms of your
dating life
theories.
scale.
Some things, but not big things. I couldn't even narrow. What?
Well, because last time you were like, so, you know, the first timeline episode, I said some things, but it's all changed. And I expected it to do the same this episode.
Actually, no. Like, I've been doing some theorizing, but the theorizing I've been doing, you've seen in the recent videos.
True.
Oh, yeah.
So, nothing I've been doing, you haven't seen.
Make sure you check out all of Underscore's videos he's been posting again. I know, it's
I'm
shocking.
posting some good stuff. Wow.
It actually is shocking.
Hey, there's some good stuff we've been working on, okay? I actually have something to show you after this that you might find really useful.
Okay. When's the next
As
AR
always,
video?
just
You
one
don't
thing
understand
about
how
it.
relevant that question
While I'm
is.
thinking of it, Underscore's FNaF resource index is linked below
Yes,
in
sir.
the description,
Super
as
useful.
always.
I have a bunch of useful links in my videos. Like every song I've ever used in videos, well, as of recently, but a lot of good stuff. I just love collecting resources and making it easier for people to make their own videos.
Yeah, because Underscore is
sweet.
awesome. Also, fair
Totally.
warning, I am still at camp. If these guys cut out or they can't hear me, you know why. But yeah, I think it's about time we hop in just the straight video. We don't have Inky
Alright.
today, because I shot him in the face in Phaser Blast, as you can see. And yeah, so 87.
As you can see, what am I seeing?
The video art.
Oh, that video art. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
So last time we talked, did we talk about the we talked about Bite of 87. Did we talk about who got bit? I don't remember.
Probably. Who do you think
bit
got
and
bit?
who got bit?
Exactly.
It was
Still
Jeremy,
somehow,
right?
yeah, it's still somehow a pretty relevant question that people debate about somehow.
Which is weird, knowing that this was like a whole thing in FNaF 2.
Yeah, right.
And it
was
still hasn't
ages
really
ago.
been touched upon.
Yeah.
But recent consensus is, hey, it's Mangle and it was Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what I have to say about that.
So
People thought
what?
it was Foxy and Bonnie and Golden Freddy.
I think that the MatPat theory from ages ago still stands pretty strong. That Mangle's jaw and like personality, kind of like what it is.
Dog's
it
Yes.
just, we're not talking about the dog theory, okay? I have been chastised for that theory. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
Well, when I was building the timeline with some other people, they would not let me include the dog theory. And I just gave up. It was fine though, because it's like that's one I'll pass on.
Also,
it's like, meh.
I just realized this. It's off topic. I'm sorry, but season finale of Dark Rooms will go out 2 days before FNAF's 8th anniversary. It will be the 8th. It'll be the 8th, wouldn't it?
Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah.
8th anniversary.
Yeah.
We're getting old.
We're so old.
8
We're so
years.
old. Actually, no, it'll be the week after because we're recording it today. We're recording 18 today, so yeah, I was a week off. Anyway, it'll be afterwards. Anyway, continue timeline. Mingle, Bit, Jeremy, Lamau, Get Wrecked Kid, Bad,
Dog theory.
L plus ratio, Dog theory, everything.
Cat theory. Rhinoceros theory.
Oh, I love the rhinoceros theory.
Game theory.
Game theory.
Music
So what
theory.
happens? What happens after the bite? What happens to the FNAF 2 location?
Well, it gets shut down, right?
Yeah.
Yep, the toys are gonna get scrapped because they're freaking dangerous.
Yep.
And oh no, never mind.
Never mind.
Well, I was going to talk about the Wizards because
Do it. Talk about
are they actually? This is a question. Are they old? They're old suits, right?
They are from the original Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Yeah, and then in FNAF 1, they're like used to make the new suits.
They're just they're just fixed up because they got the same souls inside.
Yeah, that makes sense. Are the toys possessed?
That's
maybe,
that's a question that's debated.
That's- so-
can see both sides.
Yeah, I can see both sides, but it doesn't really
Yeah.
like matter in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
is the thing. It's
See-
like maybe they are. There's 5 kids murdered. I always figured it was Toy Bonnie, Toy Freddy, Toy Chica, Balloon Boy, and JJ. Those were the
Because
5.
of
thing
dog
is,
theory.
Yeah. If the dog theory, but
My thing is that I would lean towards they are not possessed for the sole reason of
Me too.
if they are possessed, are those kids just unimportant?
generally,
Yeah.
probably.
That's very true, and also the fact that them not being possessed still makes sense. I don't think they are possessed.
Yeah, they don't get stuffed into them. They're only in their vicinity, so it's not like there's not a lot to say they are possessed.
Toy Story.
What?
Toy Story 5, Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, Ozone. Oh, I'm banning you from the podcast.
Bro, what the frick? But yeah, I think one of the big ideas was that William might have collected remnant from this specific killing. But I don't remember where that idea came from. Like this is a really random killing, right? The FNAF 2 killing.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to
Oh.
explain why he did it.
So what is save them? What is that? Is that missing
them.
children incident? Is that
that is the
Is it
FNAF 2 murders.
but there were
Yeah,
FNAF 2
people-
murders?
People usually call the FNAF 2 murders save them, as opposed to like the MCI. That's
yeah,
just called
so
the MCI.
we have the MCI, which is in 1985, and the Save Them Murders, which is in 1987, right?
Yep.
Okay, and so what happens to the Save Them children?
They remember we're like, maybe they possess the toys, but they probably don't. But it's not all too important, you know.
It's just a few murders. Like they don't possess.
Yeah,
anything.
those kids didn't really matter.
So Chekhov's kids, it's like not a thing.
Chekhov's.
I forgot
kid.
Chekhov's.
Huh. I don't know. See, I've actually been having this debate with someone recently, where it's like, if the bite victim doesn't possess Golden Freddy, like, what's the point of the bite victim's like plot arc? You know.
That
I guess
is
it's like that's something you've been debating. I know.
that is basically going to be the big topic of next video.
Oh.
That's what. After I posted that second one, everybody was asking, "What of the crying child?" And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that's something I got to cover."
That's how we got into the conversation in the first place, I believe, which is like, Underscore thinks that the crying child is irrelevant.
But I don't. You know what I mean? I think that was the same with the first video I post. It's about Andrew. People think, "Hey, what about Cassidy?" Now I post a video about Andrew and Cassidy. Now they're like, "Hey, what about the crying child?" So if I forget to talk about someone, that's what people want to see next.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk about the crying child, and people are going to be like, "Oh, what about this character?"
Yeah, that will always happen. But
it-
you have a good explanation for it then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm 50-50 between two things right now. Actually,
I guess we'll see that when it comes out.
Mhm. It's gonna
So,
be
yeah,
a bit. It's gonna be a bit of extra time though, because I'm gonna be like gone for a week.
Oh.
Ooh.
Remember VidCon, man?
All right.
Ah, VidCon. Whoop whoop. Are you gonna vlog it?
I want to. I've never done a vlog.
Do a live like a. Yeah.
Like a what?
Go live while you're at VidCon with like the other 1,000 people that are going to be live there.
All right, I will try that. I'd love to.
Are you going to meet Matt Pat?
That would be cool. He's not a featured creator, but I don't doubt that he'll be there.
Ooh.
I would love
He
to
has a
meet.
child now though.
I would love to meet Let Me Explain Studios or Rebecca Parham. You ever heard of her?
No.
That's why I know what VidCon is. She's an animator that is just the best.
Oh. Anyway, murders.
Yeah, murder.
That happens.
I love that
And
transition.
then and then FNaF 1.
Yeah, we're gonna FNAF 2 location gets shut down, toys get scrapped, spirits and whatever.
So
Um,
the Withers become the original, but where did the Withers come from? Like what?
like before FNAF 2 or after?
Yeah, before
FNAF?
FNAF 2.
Well, here's Fredbear's Family Diner. Here's Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Fredbear's is gonna close sometime after either the Springlock Instant or the Bite, and Freddy's is gonna close after the MCI. The kids get stuffed into the Freddy suits during the MCI, and then that Freddy's closes, another one opens, it's FNAF 2. They're from the original Freddy's.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Psychic, do you remember the I think it was the first FNAF 2 video that Matt Pat did, where he was like, so FNAF 2 is a prequel sequel, but
Right.
in FNAF 2 there was a pizzeria that came before it. So then it was like, there was Fredbear's Family Diner, there was a pizzeria, it got closed down, FNAF 2 opened, got closed down, FNAF 1 opened.
Now I would like to preface this by saying I'm an idiot. Have we seen
Oh.
the first Freddy's location in any game anywhere?
Technically, yes. We have not seen it like 3D modeled or rendered, but in most like mini games, that's the location. Like
Matt Pat, well, actually,
Some
I say
minigames.
Matt Pat, but it's like Into the Pit is basically that Freddy's. Because
into
that's
the
where the
yeah,
murders happened.
into the
Right.
pit is that Freddy's.
and we're assuming that Stitchline Games is right. What we're
Yes.
talking- okay. Again,
It's
we preface
also
that-
like almost basically confirmed by I think Frailty.
yeah.
Huh?
Frailty like is a part of the Stitch Wraith line and is part of the timeline.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can like say that yet, but
I'm using Frailty as evidence for Stitch Line. Come at me when it comes out. Watch.
okay.
We'll see.
Yeah,
I mean, I believe Stitchline. It's like you don't have to convince me, but
yeah.
I know people are gonna. I know people
Yeah.
are gonna be mad at you when you're like, Frailty confirms this.
I was like saying like
Whatever.
You know, we're trying to
What were we talking about?
timeline.
Now-
Okay. What's up?
No, you go.
I was gonna say like, Take Cake is probably the first Freddy's location. Same with Give Gives Give Life. I mean, it's like a random room, but like this is happening at that location, that Freddy's.
Now,
the first
hang
Freddy's.
on. Take Cake to the Children. That's the puppet, right?
Did I say Take Cake? I didn't mean Take Cake. I meant Give Gifts. I meant Give Gifts.
Okay, I was gonna ask because puppet
Fredbear's.
is Fredbear's, right?
Yeah. But yeah, things where we see the first set of MCI kids die, that's the original Freddy's. Same with Into the Pit.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
What's up with? Well, okay. First question is like, why would the animatronics attack Michael? I know it's like very simple.
Because they're a bunch of nerds, a bunch of losers, a bunch of scammers. What are we talking about?
What are you on?
Drugs.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You're on chalk.
Yeah, that's what you should have said. They think he's Michael, or they think he's Frick.
Who's Michael?
He is Michael. They think
Maybe they actually think that he's the crying child.
No, they think he's William, just like the sister location once did. Well, okay, we use the excuse that the animatronics think he's William, and that's why they try to attack him, right?
Yeah, that's what you just said. I'm glad we're on the same page.
And Ozone, do you agree with that? Because I have a little something else to add to that.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I used to agree with it because I thought sister location came before it, but nowadays I am not so sure.
Well, I mean, if Michael doesn't look like William after sister location, he looks like a walking corpse.
I know, but okay, yeah, sure.
But what I was gonna say is we don't even need the Michael looks like William excuse because the animatronics kill it like every night guard. They're after Jeremy in FNaF 2. He doesn't look like William, does he? They kill Phone Guy. They just kill adults that are in the building after 12.
Because they're
That makes sense,
idiots.
right?
So,
So it doesn't
I guess
have to
that's
be
true.
someone who looks like William.
but also in the FNaF 6 poster, you've got like the William holding the puppet that looks like him.
That's true. And I'm not saying he doesn't like Michael looks like William, yes, but we don't need that as the excuse for why the animatronics attack him in FNaF 1 and 2.
Right.
Okay, I
Makes
agree with
sense.
that.
But we do need that excuse for why Golden Freddy says it's me.
I was about to ask about Golden Freddy. How does Golden Freddy work in this situation?
Well, I mean, if you're asking me from the perspective of Andrew's a part of Golden Freddy, you know, he's the vengeful spirit. It's me. You freaking tormented me. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And it's not
'Cause I
Cassie
always-
anymore.
Because I always thought it was like because I always thought Crying Child, Cassidy.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's one of those three, of course.
So is
It's like-
Cassidy like even
it's like-
important?
Yeah, she's important. She's part of Golden Freddy.
I
She's
mean,
What I
gonna
was
set
about
all
to
the
say
kids
is, like-
free in security breach.
I always thought Crying Child and Cassidy were Golden Freddy, right? Like
Yeah.
a lot of people still believe. And therefore, like, the Crying Child would go after Michael, and then
Yeah.
eventually Cassidy, as the vengeful spirit, would go after William.
They all have reasons to say it's me. I'm just figuring that Andrew has like the most reason. But
Yeah, that makes
Golden
sense.
Trio, baby.
okay, so here's the thing. Earlier,
Golden
someone, I think Ozone said, "What are you going to do with the crying child in the third video?" Because that's what everybody's asking.
Yeah.
Where's the crying child? And I said I was 50-50. That 50-50 was he's floating around in the infinite abyss and only really, like probably becomes Gregory or something.
No.
That was one of the 50s. Like after FNaF World, after the pieces are set, he just kind of rests for a bit. That was one of the 50s.
Okay.
He just takes like
The
a
other 50
long ass nap.
The, the other 50 was
It's like God creating the seventh day.
Bruh.
Wait, no, I said that wrong.
the other
God
50
created
was,
the seventh day.
When God created Sunday.
the other 50 was Golden Trio, but I haven't looked into if that would work yet. Is the thing.
To me, I was just laughing at Golden Trio when Psychic said it, but it could be theoretically possible.
Like how I look at it is maybe, but I haven't done the research yet, so I don't know if it would work. Is the thing.
What do
You know?
It's like it's for like they all control like a limb of his body, but he has like a dead arm.
So BV gets the legs, Cassie gets the arms, Andrew gets the head.
Bro, nobody gets the legs. You ever
Andrew gets the head.
You ever seen Golden Freddy walking? Nobody has the legs, my guy. There's just 2 arms.
Okay, but who gets head?
Andrew gets
No. No. I'm not touching that one.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay. Where were we? We're at specific timeline points, but we keep bouncing back to different concepts that are just
Well,
around.
we're still on like FNaF 1 covering kind of Golden Freddy.
Yeah.
Are there any other really like questions to ask about FNaF 1?
Like
we don't know for certain, but we theorized Mike's the one working there and phone guy's
Of course he is.
freaking already dead. He's or does he die in FNaF 1? Does he die in FNaF 2?
It's like phone guy works FNAF 1, dies, and then Mike replaces him.
Okay.
Here's a good question. Who killed Phone Guy?
That's a classic.
I did. It was me.
It was one of them.
Surprise, losers! It was me.
It was you.
It was me. It's me. Like Golden Freddy.
I've heard people saying like Foxy was knocking on the door, right? So that means it
Yeah.
can't be Foxy or Bonnie. And then
you know what? It's weird
Freddy moving.
because I always assumed that he died in like a back room, but now that I think about it, he died in the office.
We thought he was like William for a bit. When we thought he was William, it was like, oh, he died in the safe room, and that might have like lingered a bit longer than it should have.
Yeah, I always thought like he died in like a back room, like just like bar, like you know, like the what's it called, the parts and service room.
Well, he says he's gonna hold out in one of the suits. I thought.
Yeah. So does he die in it? Where does he die?
Well, you know the death screen, the FNAF 1 death screen. I bet it's that.
The parts. So the parts and service room. So he doesn't die in the
Yeah.
office.
He's gonna go hold out in one of the suits until someone checks. I swear he says, but
Yeah.
he gets freaking dead,
That's interesting.
right?
I can't believe FNAF 1 has been out for almost 8 years and I haven't thought about that.
The death screen.
Yeah.
That's a forgettable scene. Yeah, the death screen.
Mm-hmm.
Just the eyeballs.
It's like one of the creepiest scenes like in the FNAF.
True.
series,
It's
honestly.
legit just a dead body in a suit. Like just we.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of just like
It's
gloss over
it's
it.
like eerie.
That
That room is like multiplied by 100 in FNAF Plus.
I was about to say that sort of eeriness is exactly what I want to see in FNAF Plus.
Yeah,
Which I
and
mean,
it's what we're gonna get.
they already got it with breaking and entering. The suit on the
it's
desk
so
that just
good.
that
The
scared the
song
crap
at
out
the
of me.
end
Yeah. Oh my
that
gosh.
terrified me.
FNAF Plus hype is real. It's consistently real.
Yeah.
We got to stream it when it comes out. Like it's just
I'll play
yeah.
FNAF Plus. I haven't played many of the games. Like the most recent game I played was probably like I bought AR, I bought some of VR, and I bought Security Breach, but I don't have many of the old games.
Oh yeah, and we're also here to announce that we're doing Dark Rooms Plus.
We are?
We are.
What? No.
Yeah, it's a subscription service.
Yeah, you get
FNAF Plus content.
you get these videos, but with face cam, because that totally exists.
But with face. Yeah.
That's
You
it.
get behind
That's the
scenes,
only
which
perk.
is like you get behind of the scenes, which was us talking about. What were we talking about before?
Pizza.
What?
That. What? Oh yeah, underscore was ordering a pizza. Which
And
is
I
like-
was
I was
eating-
ordering a pizza.
And I was eating sour mini starbursts.
Sour mini Starbursts?
Yep. That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to hype up the room.
No,
Let's
it's
go,
not.
boys.
It is not.
Clap, clap.
No, we're
clap.
not clapping. Look,
We're not clapping,
FNAF
Ozone.
1.
That's not what we're doing.
You said the word.
No, we changed it.
Huh?
Oh, you did change it last
I wasn't
minute.
here for this, but I think I know what the word is. But I don't
Forgot
know
the
what
word.
you're doing when the word strikes.
Okay, for people listening, Psychic was like, I'm really tired. So I was like, okay, just say the special word, and then I'll hype up the podcast.
Oh my goodness.
And at first the word was
Mini sour starburst.
strawberries or
Starburst.
Starburst or something. And then they changed it.
So you don't get it yet.
Wow.
I'll know it when I hear it.
Wow.
All right, let's move on from FNaF 1.
Okay. Well, we didn't even talk about FNAF 1 much. How does it end?
Yeah, how does it?
He completes his week in 1993, was it? 1993.
Yeah,
Okay.
1993.
And then the place, I guess it probably closes down sometime around there. Okay.
And then what happens?
Do you know when we're skipping ahead to? There's a specific year we're going to skip ahead to.
1997.
1995.
What?
1995.
Yes.
I said
Yeah.
Okay.
You said 7.
I don't know.
You're not versed in FNAF lore?
I guessed 1995.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
I'm pretty sure I've heard you say it before, but we're talking about William taking apart the suits, right?
Yes, this is Follow Me. Shadow Freddy is going to lure each of the animatronics to the safe room, and they're all going to get dismantled. 1995 is the year that he has died in both timelines, the novels and the games.
What about
He dies in
Friday?
95. Stitchline.
I
true.
would like to say, actually, that Sergio's Lucky Day takes place in 1995.
That is quite interesting, actually, but how would that be relevant?
That is the earliest story in the Phasma Frights.
No,
no.
I disagree. Yeah, you're wrong.
I was gonna say no. Oh no, it was the earliest where people thought that the antagonist was had an Andrew like spirit, Andrew Agony.
Remember the
Yeah,
Andrew is Eleanor theory?
That
Yeah,
we were grasping
made
at
that.
straws. You made that.
Yeah, because of the black curly hair stuff.
How could you?
How could you?
Anyway, so William's like, yeah, suits be gone,
Uh huh.
and then he dies.
And then he dies.
Lamau.
Yeah.
Lamau.
This is like a really unprofessional FNAF timeline.
Yeah, this is. Where else can we go from there?
So
and then they
how
move
do
him into
wait
a
underscore? How do
snafu
we know
location.
how do we know the year?
how do we know 1995? Aside from him dying, like the events of the Silver Eyes happened in 1995. It's 10 years after the MCI. Okay.
First of all, assuming that we didn't read the Silver Eyes, and how would we know that in game? Is there anything in game that says that?
There's some in game. No, there is a big idea from Security Breach, where there's a 40 years late, like a 40-year balloon, and that balloon is based off the idea that the freaking what is it? Happiest Day is happening 40 years after that event.
All right.
2035 is Security Breach. 40 years before that is 1995.
All right.
If nothing happens in 1995, it's pointless.
Now I know this will be super hard to do, but pretend I'm an idiot. Okay.
Okay.
How do we know that security breach is in 2035? Okay.
You didn't hear that
There's
sick
a
radio.
book that says it.
Oh, it does. There's a book.
There's a what?
There's like a, isn't there? There's like
Oh.
a texture that says 2035 on it.
Well, there's this like signed photo that looks like it says 2035, but we did the math of like there's calendars going on in Security Breach. The math says a few years as to like what like this Sunday on the 12th or something is in like this month. You know what I mean? And there's only specific years that that can be.
Right. Okay.
And 2035 was the most likely one.
Additionally, I would like to point out that the Man in Room 1280 happens literally years after FNAF 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which would be like maximum late 2020s.
No,
I'd say minimum.
I said maximum late 2020s. That doesn't. I didn't say minimum.
Well, no, I think minimum.
So okay,
What's up?
I'm trying to okay, so I'm trying not to sound like an idiot. So can we assume?
okay.
So okay, the Fazbear Fright. There are some Fazbear Fright stories that have Andrew Agony and some that have Eleanor Agony. Is that correct? Am I right in thinking?
Well, there's some that have Andrew Agony, and there's some that have Eleanor directly messing with the protagonist.
That's what I meant.
Okay. Yes.
So okay, where was I going with that? Okay. So
Are you asking about so that means everything happens after 2020, whenever?
yeah. So anything that can be linked to Andrew can be after William goes kaboom, right? And then anything before that we can assume is Eleanor. So
yes.
who the frick is Eleanor if she's now canon to the main games?
Did you not hear did I talk about that? Ozone, do you know what I'm going for? Do you know what idea? With
No.
what is Eleanor? Have I not talked about this one?
An Agony.
Yes,
thing.
but it gets deeper.
Like a William Afton creation.
I swear I've talked about this one before. Were you guys not here?
No.
I don't.
Okay, you want to hear what is Eleanor?
Yes.
Okay, we dug into this one a bit, and the original idea was, Fazbear Frights looks like he's Eleanor is a creation of Williams or something, like an agony entity he ejected from himself to maybe save himself.
Yeah,
that was the idea.
So
and she just used the ball pit to time travel and stuff to gain agony, but then she ultimately betrays him.
So it's kind of like the opposite of Elizabeth and Circus Baby.
You're right.
William ejects a soul, I guess, or agony or whatever into the real world so that he can kind of still mess with the world.
But that was the original idea, but there was a problem with that.
what was the problem with
Okay.
that?
Eleanor, she uses the pendant, yes, which she, probably took from either Rennell or just found or somewhere,
Is Rennell alive or dead?
Yeah, it was made by Dr. Talbot.
Yes. Is Rennell what?
Alive or dead? She's alive, right?
She is indeed alive, yes.
All right, because
they find her at the end.
okay, because I vaguely remember being oh, she died or something, but no,
She was sick as a kid, but the pendant saved her.
That was it. All right,
Yeah.
okay, so okay, I'm so
and then
sorry.
She grew up and they got distant.
I am so sorry that I'm can you explain this? Can
No,
you
it's
explain
fine.
this?
It's okay.
It's kind of fine.
I'm just being the audience injected
No,
into here.
that's perfect. We need that person.
We do need
So-
that to simplify things.
So I was thinking, I'm still bewildered. How have I not talked about this one on here yet?
I think
Just
it
talk
just
about it.
never
Okay.
came up.
Okay, so basically, the problem with Eleanor being some agony entity created by William's agony, we thought it was the agony made by him being tormented in UCN. Okay,
I think I know where this is going.
it was that she has a button. I mean, she looks like a robot, of course, but she has a button on her neck.
All
Okay,
right.
and this button that's on her neck allows her to do the shape-shifting, turn into Sarah. That's not the pendant.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're why? That's weird, right? You can say, okay, maybe normally she would be in some sort of agony entity, but she's got tech. She's an actual robot, and that really threw off that whole idea. But we had a really interesting idea. You know how Ella exists in the Fazbear Frights universe,
Yes.
and what's Eleanor's name?
Eleanor.
Oh no.
The idea was that the Charlie bots are not exclusive to the novels.
So this actually.
We have talked about the Charlie bots before, but this is more detailed.
This is new. Okay,
So-
after
Actually, real quick,
What?
this reminds me of a crackpot theory I had after Bunny Call that the Fazbear fights took place in the book universe and not the game universe. Because like there was like Ella, and there was William Afton who would be burnt. Because didn't he die in like an oven fire in the fourth clock?
Sort of, yeah.
I thought about that.
Scott said that the books would be taking place in all different corners of the
So could some of the books be canon to the books?
Well, yeah, maybe, but let's just keep digging into this.
All right. I'm sorry.
Let's keep assuming Stitch Line.
Okay, assuming Stitch Line. We can talk about another one another time.
Yeah. It was that after Charlotte was found dead, Henry was like, okay, he's gonna dive into the same madness that he went through in the trilogy, but there's something different. In the trilogy, the key to making the Charlie bots was that he had an item that he that Charlie had a lot, and he put his memory of her into that item. He does not have one of those in the games.
Can I guess where this is going? It becomes the pendant, but instead of like good memories, it's like bad memories.
No, not yet. So here's the thing. Like the key to bringing those Charlie bots to life in the books was an actual plushie of like the Ella character, and then he based the robots off of that. Ella off of that. So the idea is he's gonna make all 4 of the Charlie bots the exact same way he did in the novels, but he doesn't have the item, the special item. So they're more like husks in this one. Okay?
All right.
The idea was that he's going to discover Charlie, her spirit's still in the puppet, and scrap the project. But at this point, he has made an endoskeleton of the first 4. That means Ella, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one, which we know is extremely like angry, but it doesn't have Charlie's memories and it doesn't have the special item. That right there is Eleanor.
Question. Why the extendo neck and why the shapeshift?
Why the extendo neck? Well, look. Okay, we're not talking about the extendo neck. That's stylistic. But think about it.
What else would you call it? What else would you call it?
That sounds like a really good product.
It's
like, do you want to be a giraffe? Get extendo neck now, discounted at 60% price. Okay.
So, well, think about it. Eleanor is Funtime designed and has illusion tech. That is exactly what the 4th Charlie is in the novels, right?
Right.
The big difference between the novels and the games is that Charlie the 4th Charlie in the books has Elizabeth's soul, Charlie's fake memories, and then the endoskeletons, like the emotion Henry welded into the endoskeleton. That's what makes up the thing in the books.
You know what I never got from the game? You know what I never got from the books?
What?
How all of Charlie's friends didn't know that she died, like when she was a little kid.
I don't know. But think about the one in the games. It doesn't have Elizabeth's soul, and it does not have fake memories.
It doesn't have a sneeze?
Listen, all that 4th Charlie would be in the games is the emotion Henry welded into it, and that's a lot of rage.
He a bit angry.
Yeah.
He a bit angry.
So that's the idea. That the 4th Charlie basically escaped into the world, and that is Eleanor. She's not actually using the ball pit for time travel. She's around since the early 80s.
Which makes... But did she... I had a dumb thought. Okay, bear with me. Hear me out, okay? She uses the ball pit as an agony bank. You know, she makes a deposit.
But no, basically, you're kind of right.
She makes a deposit every year.
Okay.
Uses it to write off on her taxes.
You were kind of right. Basically, every person she torments, that memory of them gets trapped in one of the balls in the ball pit.
And then, that's why Andrew or Jake releases them.
She's committing about a kill per year for the last almost 50 years.
And the way that Jake defeats Eleanor is by trapping her in a bad memory.
Which I guess you could say is like a symbolic ball pit ball.
Yeah.
But yeah, each
one of those
pits
ball
is-
pit balls that are like kind of squished. They don't have like the full air in it.
Each of them is basically a battery for her, and that's why when Larson kills her in every one of those memories, she's losing that energy.
It reminds
that
me
makes
of
sense.
it reminds me of like that old Darkrooms theory that we did. Or we did Darkrooms episode. And I was like, what if each story takes place in like a certain year, and that's why we have 30 stories and 30 agony.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like that, but so the 30-year thing, I actually was wrong about that. It's more like 30 plus. It could be upwards of 50 years.
Psychic. Do you remember when we were counting victims?
Yes, yes.
I think I worked out that there were like 27 victims in Fazbear Frights.
And that was like before Prankster.
Yeah, and none of those, not all those are even Eleanor's is the thing.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
There's also stuff like-
we were like, if there's 30 victims, then surely Eleanor's behind every story.
yeah.
Um,
A little bit more on the thing with Eleanor. A bit of a repercussion of like Henry scrapping the project. He doesn't need to do this because Charlie's still alive. She's in the puppet, and he knows it. Like that's one of the big differences between the novels and the games. Charlie doesn't possess anything in the novels, but she possesses something in the games. What was the thing? A repercussion, and this is big to the timeline. If it were true, is that Eleanor is going to escape. The 3 Charlies are going to get basically scrapped. Ella is going to get repurposed as an actual product. That's what she is in 1:35 a.m. Right?
Are there more than one Ella doll?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Her design is going to get turned into an actual Fazbear Entertainment product.
All right. I was asking if like there was like just like Fazbear Entertainment sold only one Ella doll alarm clock.
Nah, they exist. But wait, I just had an idea.
What's your idea?
If Ella's in the games, if Stitch Line is like true, right?
Yeah.
Ella's in the games,
All right.
and the 1:35 a.m. Ella, 1:35 is Charlie's birthday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, technically 13.5, but yeah.
Yeah, 13.5. That's her birthday. That's a lot better of like some evidence for that. If Ella's in the games,
kind of.
it's
It's a
super
bit
tied to
sketchy.
Charlie. Whatever. But the other repercussion, William's going to get his hands on 2 things that Henry created. One, Henry is the original creator of the Funtime design of like white faceplates, red cheeks, that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was Eleanor. And 2, he gets his hand on Henry's illusion tech.
Yes.
That is why he might have to make some testing rooms to test it. He doesn't know how it works properly.
I always kind of felt
Hmm.
like I guess like I always kind of felt like Henry made Funtimes, mostly because like the way that the intro to Sister Clay is like, you built these, right? And he's like, yeah, totally, I built these. Kind of made me feel like, well, did he? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Can you like backtrack a bit on that? Like
So,
what?
so when I always kind of felt like Henry built Funtimes. I just never really knew, because you remember back in Sister Location when that guy's talking to William in the intro cutscene. He's like,
Yes.
"Oh, you built this, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." And William's like, "Yeah, I totally built this." It kind of felt like,
Yeah.
like felt like a weird thing to. He did say like, "You built this, right?" And William's like, "Yeah." It was something like that. There was, or am I just like misremembering and just being an idiot?
They are clearly state of the art, but I don't remember anything like you built this.
Okay, I could just be wrong. I could be making stuff up. I'm
But
sorry.
yeah, what I'm saying is that William built the Funtimes, but he stole the design of Baby from Henry's Eleanor, and he stole the illusion tech from the Charlie series.
I'd say that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's the idea on Eleanor. That's where she came from. She
Okay.
is Henry's creation. He scraps it. It's full of agony, and it just keeps and collects more for the last 50 years.
So do we want to get back to the timeline?
It's important to the timeline. Don't discredit me.
Well,
I've been talking too much.
we're going to
anyways.
get more into that anyway, because that's coming up.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
want
we were-
someone else to take over. 'cause
So
I've
we
been
were at
talking.
1995.
FNaF 1 happened, 1995 happened.
William gets
quickly,
ringlocked.
why did William like take apart the animatronics?
He did it to get their remnant or something, right? To do experiments.
He I don't remember on this one. Let me see if I have the doc.
Okay. Because that is a bit weird. I don't know. Was it self-defense? Like...
Ayo, I think the pizza might be here. I'll be right back.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, he's still getting his pizza. Okay. Anyway.
So
that all happens. William gets spring-locked and is left in that room
yeah.
for the next, 20 years.
Yeah. 20... Yeah,
Well, 25, 28.
something like that. He gets left in there
Yeah.
for a long time. So the safe room gets
Then
boarded
they
up.
find him.
Yeah. Or they're like,
And
whoa,
then they-
let's put him in this attraction.
Yeah.
Because that's
And
a
then-
good idea.
Guess who comes back when they found out that William's there? Michael Afton.
Well, It's
Maybe.
weird. It's weird because okay, how do I explain
Hudson?
this? No.
What we found is definitely canon.
Mike was working at FNaF 3, right? But they found Springtrap
I'd say so.
night 2, so why was he there night 1? Before they found anything.
I just realized we missed out this location.
Oh. Alright, okay, we'll backtrack then. But
Wait, what was your question first? What was your question?
So you said that Michael's there to stop Springtrap. But he wasn't Springtrap wasn't there night 1, so why was Michael there night 1? Was night 1 just Hudson, then he dies, and then Mike replaces him night 2?
I mean, honestly, that's not a bad question. Do we know that Springtrap isn't there on night 1?
Yeah, because it's like, glad you came back for another night. You won't believe what we found. We found a real one, you know?
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yes.
I just thought it was like a really, really low chance of Springtrap turning up.
No, Springtrap is just straight up not there night
Damn
1.
it.
He cannot appear.
God damn it. That's so insulting. I only got to night 2 on FNaF 3.
Seriously? You didn't know that Springtrap can't be on night 1?
Shut up and eat your pizza.
Pizza. It's Domino's.
Oh, I'm jealous.
I bet it's got
before we
flesh and
before we backtrack to
human
Don't
tongue.
pizza kit me, okay?
underscore before we backtrack to sister location, so what is up with night 1 of FNaF 3? Because if we're assuming that's Michael, okay, why is he there? Because they haven't found Springtrap yet.
I'm assuming he takes all leads possible. If something Fazbear opens up, he's looking into it. Even if it's not there.
I gave
like-
Ozone a theory.
But I mean, was he wrong? You said it was freaking Hudson. I heard everything.
Yeah, you never know.
Do you not remember? Michael just wants to do things for the money.
Oh right. My bad. I'm such a nerd. I forgot about that.
And so does Springtrap. That's why he turned up on the second day.
We don't even see a paycheck in FNAF 3.
That's true. We just see a newspaper.
Yeah.
But yeah, Springtrap's not on night 1.
Anyway, rewind.
Okay,
Sister location.
location.
Oh yeah,
happens?
before FNAF 3. Wait,
How
you totally
how much-
forgot. You already even forgot. You missed Into the Pit.
Huh?
Into the Pit. 2015.
Okay, 2015 is Into the Pit. Yeah, great.
So,
Well, Oswald's story isn't that that meaningful. It's just setting up the pit, really.
Yeah.
well, look, William gets Springtrapped, and then place eventually turns into Jeff's Pizza.
Yeah.
So, so I think we talked about this last time. In Jeff's Pizza, there is a Springtrap,
I mean, we don't see him, but he's in the walls.
and technically, in You're the Band, there's a Springtrap.
No.
Wait.
You're the
Wait.
What?
There's a Springtrap in Jeff's Pizza?
Well, he's in the walls. The safe room is walled up in Jeff's Pizza.
I'm in your walls.
That's the idea. It's the FNAF 1 location. Springtrap is in the walls right now. This is
I
2015.
found a flaw with all of this. Hang
What?
on. Is wait, this could be completely wrong, and I'm gonna look like a
Say it.
dork.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I get it.
The FNaF is the FNaF 3 location the FNaF 1 location.
No.
The FNaF 3 location is just built to look like the FNaF 1 location.
Yeah, it's not FNaF 1.
Okay,
They're not even the same layout.
That's good, because I was gonna say FNaF 2015 is Jeff's Pizza. 2023 is Fazbear's Fright, and then it turns back to Jeff's Pizza when Larson goes back. Anyway,
listen, Jeff just rented out the building for a little while.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, you said Springtrap's in You're the Band. I think You're the Band is like, you realize the animatronics aren't destroyed yet.
Oh yeah, You're the Band isn't canon at all. But
and it's not even canon at all, so it doesn't matter.
All right. So Into the Pit happens. Sister location. Sister location happens. Eggs Benedict, Mike.
Yeah.
When does sister location happen?
1997.
After it, no. Are you good? Why? It wasn't.
You sounded so genuine.
Oh my goodness.
When does this location happen? 1997? No, it's not 1997. So
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I personally think it's just before FNaF 3.
It's after Into the Pit, which is 2015, but before FNaF 3. Definitely.
Why does it have to be after Into the Pit?
I don't remember. It's just a hunch.
Just trust me, bro. That's your
Source, trust me, bro.
Yeah, trust me, bro.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
this location, Michael Scoop. Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ennard is made. Ennard is in the sewers.
They fight.
And
that
then
baby gets ejected.
Ennard fights itself.
Yeah. And then
Baby
we
gets
cut to
Just like my inner demons.
Same. Then we cut to just Springtrap happening. Mike burns down the place. And yeah. Then FNaF 6 happens, and I think that's all pretty clear what happens from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Ultimate Custom Night, and that's where the Man in Room 1280 comes
There
in.
is a few things that I might want to talk about, but they're so deep they might be better for not this time.
Okay. What is it about?
Mostly deals with where spirits are at like certain times and who's doing what at this time and stuff like that.
So I like FNaF lore, and I occasionally do theory videos.
Do you?
But I'm not really I'm not really that up to date on things. So again, this is going to be like a really stupid question.
No, it's not. No
I
stupid.
don't understand Molten MCI,
So
which is definitely canon, right?
So Molten
I
MCI
didn't either.
is basically the theory that William or somebody took
William
took all the endoskeletons of the first four or five animatronics, so the original 4 plus Golden Freddy, maybe, I'm not sure, melted them down and then extracted remnant from that, right?
and that remnant is put into the Funtimes.
Yeah. Like we see in the fourth
So-
closet.
Oh, okay.
It's the idea that
So-
the remnant from the MCI is in the Funtimes, that it's up in Molten Freddy. That's why the kids can't rest until Molten Freddy is destroyed. Henry's monologue says he put them to new purpose. That's the
So-
Funtimes.
So that's the reason William takes the animatronics apart.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure if it happened. Like, I'm not personally sure if it happens then, but the idea is that it does happen during Follow Me.
Right. Because, that's when they're broken down.
I know my opinion on it is on the timeline, but I don't remember. What?
Okay, Molten MCI makes somewhat sense, I think.
Yes.
Except
He does
when
he does that
Elizabeth
in the
went
novels.
Yeah, we see it in the novels, so... Yeah.
Wait, so... wait. So, when you say they were put into the sister location animatronics, does that include Baby?
I don't think so. I think that means the main three, because that's what Molten Freddy is.
Yeah.
The main three,
Yeah.
if the main three are the MCI kids, they eject Baby because she's not one of them.
Yeah.
We Outnumber You has a different meaning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
5-1.
5 against 1. 1 goes into 5.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, but once again, sorry. Isn't in the FNaF 6 blueprints? Doesn't it say that Molten Freddy has 3 souls?
3 RFID tags. That's just Funtime Freddy,
Yeah.
Baby, and Ballora, or Funtime Freddy, Ballora, and
Okay,
and Funtime Foxy.
so the animatronics, not the souls. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is new stuff for me.
This is new. I know that I might. I don't actually remember what my stance on Molten MCI was. I know I definitely have it on the timeline, but I don't remember. I'm not sure if William takes their remnant during Follow Me. I don't think he's coming back every night, taking another animatronic part, taking their endoskeleton, and like leaving.
Well,
you know what I mean?
no, it can't.
only
Underscore, it can't be, because every single night you see the other parts like accumulate. So maybe like at the end when they're all gone, then he does it. And also,
there is the good point. There's
also,
no endoskeletons in those.
We
part
don't
piles.
know if they're actually if it's happening every one like night by night. Like like we get the cutscene every night, but we don't know if it like could have happened like in
That's
like
true.
quick succession. Because
It's not like it's happening
Hold
the
on.
day you work there. It's not like a FNaF 1.
I'll be right
FNaF
back.
1 happens while Springtrap. Oh no, my brain has gone boom.
There's too much of this going on, dude. It's crazy.
Okay. So FNaF 3, FNaF 6, Ultimate Custom Night. Do I have any more questions?
I don't think so.
Except the fact that Andrew is the Ultimate Custom Night doer.
Yeah.
Does Cassidy come in anytime there?
She's with Andrew in the Mana Room 1280.
That's true. There's 2 souls. Huh. So I'm just trying to think of like if Golden Trio was true.
Which I still haven't evaluated enough yet to come to a conclusion on that. Yeah.
Also, saying like Cassidy and Andrew are Golden Freddy, how do they get from Golden Freddy to like William?
I figured during Follow Me, like all the spirits fade away, but where's Andrew during Follow Me? You know? They're gonna latch onto him right then and there.
But isn't in Follow Me, isn't that the
William's death.
sorry about that. We're dealing with laundry at camp. Fun.
isn't it the vengeful spirit?
In Follow Me where William dies?
Yeah.
Well, that's Andrew.
Yeah, so Andrew is there.
Yeah. Well,
So where's Cassidy?
no, I mean the 5th one in Follow Me is Cassidy. Andrew is not,
Yeah.
like, we don't see him in Follow Me.
Okay, so Cassidy is still vengeful, but not as vengeful as Andrew.
She's just as vengeful as the other 5 who are hunting William.
Oh, okay, that does make sense. Okay. Does anyone else want to talk?
I was letting you guys
no
finish
idea.
because I didn't know like what was going on when I got back. All right, so social location happens. Then we move on to FNaF 6. And I feel like everything there's pretty clear. You know, we work at the place, we build up a pizzeria, we lure everyone there, we burn it down, and that's the end.
We're part
Yeah.
of William's plan.
Henry's plan, right?
Frick, yes, Henry's plan. I'm sorry, we've been doing this too long.
Yeah. So,
We should
Does-
also talk about Remnant and Fire.
yes, I don't think fire kills Remnant. I think that's a misconception in the FNaF
Now,
universe.
Okay, so it's not a misconception. It's just people don't really read. Fire temporarily neutralizes Remnant.
Yes.
That doesn't mean it kills it. It destroys it. It means for this certain period of time, the temperature is too high for the effects of Remnant to work. When
Which-
the temperature goes down, Remnant is going to work again.
Which is stupidly obvious when you think that it's depicted as a molten metal. If heat
Correct,
killed it, so how do you kill it?
72 degrees.
See you next time.
How do you kill it then? Can you kill it?
Can you kill it? Probably just like,
Well, maybe if you like get rid of all the parts
It-
that are remnant. If you think
it
about
might-
frailty, like if all the shavings are gone, doesn't yeah. Well, we don't know,
Yeah,
but we assume that
it-
she's just gonna die.
it might really take dilution. You know what I mean? Like all the pieces of the pendant still exist, but if they're all spread out everywhere, does the pendant's remnant really exist? You know what I mean? You either gotta dilute it or erase enough of it to just
Kill it.
for it to not mean much anymore.
It's like how many grains of sand is a pile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what happens after FNaF 6 burns? Does Ultimate Custom Night happen?
Yes.
Yeah, William's body is recovered from the place and he's having nightmares because Andrew.
And
so
he's getting revenge, boy.
Which leads to the Man on Rooftop 80, which leads to the distribution center, which leads to Kaboom, which leads to Agony everywhere. But how does that connect to the rest of the game series? Find out next
Find
time.
out next time.
Literally,
Oh,
yep.
goodness.
That's right. William went
Alright.
boom, and that's where we're ending the episode.
Is that it?
That-
Sweet.
Yeah,
man.
we're at an hour.
I got more
Perfect
pizza.
72 degrees. See you next time.
A perfect 72 degrees. See you next time.
See you next time.
No, but seriously.
A perfect 60
Ozone.
minutes of content from the Dark Room
Ozone,
podcast.
do the outro.
Oh, do I have to?
Yep.
Why me?
Because we said
Because there's
so.
people around me.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We really appreciate it. The first episode is on 1,700 views.
Wait, is it
And
really?
Psychic
Cool.
got 0 subscribers from it.
No, that.
Oh wait, no, never mind. That was just the last 28 days.
Yeah, I've gotten 0 subscribers in the last 28 days.
I thought that was the first episode.
Nope.
Still, Psychic has probably gained 0 subscribers from the first episode of the Dark Queens podcast. So go back to that episode and subscribe. It really helps us out.
Yeah.
Listen to the podcast on Spotify. Join the Dark Queens podcast Reddit. Go look at Underscore's website. Go look at mine.
Do you have a website?
I
Subscribe.
Ozone.
I now have a website.
Ozone,
Show me.
will you please link it so I can put it in the description?
Sure.
Show me your website
It's-
right now,
it's-
because
It's gonna have everything you need to know about Phasma Frights.
hey, it better be hand-coded HTML CSS glory.
It's a Google site.
The first
Frick you.
The first episode gave me 19 subscribers, which is a good chunk of my 306.
You didn't ask me to build you a website. I am so very disappointed.
Honestly,
I mean, you can do that if
You
you
can
want
build
to.
me a website.
No.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Okay, you call my bluff.
Anyway, let's end it here. A perfect 72 degrees. We'll see you next time.
We should always end it with "see you next time" and a perfect 72 degrees.
I
That's
really
a
like.
great
I really like
That's
that.
gonna
See
be
you
our-
next time.
A perfect 72 degrees.
Can we have
Actually-
a TTS saying it?
Actually, frick you, I'm taking that and ending all my new videos with that.
Wait, can we just like start doing that and just like not tell Inky about this?
He just
Can it
doesn't
just-
get it.
Yeah.
Can it just be our thing for every single video that we all make now?
Yes.
Just get the I can find
Perfect
you
72 degrees.
I
See
can
next
find you
time.
the hand unit line if you want.
Yes.
I can find the audio file.
Send it to me. I'll put it in right now.
No, just do a TTS.
Whatever. Well, you could use Andy Field's hand unit.
I'm hitting end on the episode.